Most couples don't overspend on their wedding because they're careless. They overspend because no one tells them which details quietly drain the budget without adding real value. Today, I'm breaking down the wedding details that secretly waste your money and what to do instead so you can have a beautiful, meaningful wedding without paying for things your guests won't notice or remember. This isn't about cutting joy, it is about cutting regret. So let's start with the first question. Why does budget waste happen? Now, wedding budget waste usually doesn't come from one big mistake. It comes from a dozen small ones that just add up and feel harmless in the moment. I'm thinking of things that seem standard, things that look good on Pinterest, or things that feel necessary because everyone else does them. But when you look back, you realize you paid thousands of dollars for details that didn't change your experience, not one bit. So let's talk about the biggest ones. Waste number one, overly elaborate wedding invitations, custom calligraphy, luxury paper, foil stamping, multiple inserts, wax seals. They're beautiful. They're also one of the worst returns on investments in weddings. Now, most of the time, guests will get your invitation in the mail, open it, they'll glance at it, say how beautiful it was. They'll take a photo of the details in their phone, and then they'll just toss it in a drawer or in the recycling bin. So, what to do instead? Opt for a clean, elegant design. Now, you should spend modestly on paper quality. That means a lot. But put your budget into the experience that your guests will actually live. They're going to remember that far more than what type of invitation that you had. Your invitation sets a tone, but it doesn't need to bankrupt you to do that. Waste number two, excessive floral installations. Hanging florals, floral arches, ceiling installations, aisle meadows. They're stunning, I know. They're also rented for a few hours and then thrown away. Many couples later realize I barely even noticed them on the day. Now, I have seen a couple go all out and go ahead and get all of these and then work it out where they could resell them to another couple who had a wedding the next day. But let me tell you, it took a lot of work, and when I talked to them, honestly, she said she wouldn't do it again. Many couples later realize I barely even noticed them on the day. We have all these grand ideas about how we want the wedding to look, but sometimes we don't realize how busy we are on that day, and some of the details that we thought we just had to have, we don't even glance at again. So let me tell you what to do instead. Focus on florals where eyes naturally go. I mean your ceremony backdrop, maybe the sweetheart table, and the entry table. Strategic placement beats quantity every time. Those places you know for sure people are going to look. So we can dress them up, but all of the extra ones, let's just go without. Waste number three, welcome bags that cost a fortune. Custom totes, full-size products, branded merch. Most of it either gets left behind, gets thrown away, or never gets used again. I have done weddings where people have splurged for these, and people have fun, they have a few drinks after the reception, they go home, they forget them there, and basically the cleaning crew gets all of these things that you paid thousands of dollars for. So let me tell you what to do instead. If you do welcome bags, let's keep them small, useful, and local. One snack, one drink, one thoughtful little note. That's it. Waste number four, expensive wedding favors. Candles, picture frames, personalized trinkets. Guests forget them. They don't take them. They leave them on tables. This one hurts because it feels so thoughtful. So here's what to do instead. Edible favors, something they can snack on or nosh on while they're there. You can make a donation in the guest honor to maybe one charity that you and your groom agree on and just make donations there. Or honestly, just skip them entirely. I've worked a wedding to where the bride and groom decided that they were going to give wedding favors to their wedding guests who were like over 70 years old. So it was just for the older people, and that significantly decreased the amount that they needed. No one has ever left a wedding saying, I wish I had spent way more on favors. Trust me, it just doesn't happen. Waste number 5, custom signage everywhere. Pick a seat, not a side, signature drink signs, hashtag signs, directional signs. They add up super fast. And trust me, when some places know that you're doing them for a wedding, there's an extra gratuity that's added on in addition to what you're already paying for. And here's the crazy thing, most guests don't even read them. So instead of that, limit your signage to possibly a bar menu, seating chart, and one welcome sign. Your MC or your DJ can communicate the rest of the details for you. Waste number 6, multiple outfit changes. The ceremony dress, the reception dress, the after party dress, the going home dress. It sounds like a lot of fun, but trust me, it often becomes stressful and rushed and so expensive. Many brides later say, I wish I just stayed in my dress and enjoyed the moment. And trust me, paying that much money for a dress that you're only going to be in for a few hours just doesn't sit well with a lot of people. So here's what to do instead. Choose one great dress, one that you're comfortable in, that you can move around in. Maybe add a second look only if your first dress is truly uncomfortable, or if you love dancing, or you have time built into the timeline, or if your budget supports it. Waste number 7, upgrades that no one even notices. I'm talking about those premium chair covers, luxury napkins, gold cutlery. They cost thousands, then they disappear into the background. So here's what to do instead. Spend where emotion lives. Remember that as your motto. Spend your money where the emotion lives. Don't waste your money on things people aren't going to give a second look to. So your emotion lives in the music, the lighting, the food, the guest comfort, and photography. That's what most people remember. A quick trick I always tell my brides, having like gold cutlery is absolutely gorgeous. But you can go to places like Sam's and Costco and get the plastic version of the gold cutlery, which is going to cut your price in half of renting them. Now, yes, they are plastic, but here's the plus on that. You still have that beautiful gold look. And once the evening is over, you can just pack them up and throw them away. Sometimes when you rent cutlery, you have to make sure everything's accounted for. You don't have to worry about it this way. So here are my final thoughts. A beautiful wedding isn't built on expensive details. It's built on atmosphere, connection, and intention. If you're planning a wedding right now, I want you to hear this. You absolutely are allowed to skip things. You absolutely are allowed to simplify. And you absolutely are allowed to choose peace over Pinterest. If you want more wedding guidance that helps you to spend smarter and not just more, subscribe for weekly videos designed to make planning calmer and more intentional. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.